This podcast is a part of the Royal We Network.
Spit on me.
Hey man, I'm real sorry we left you at the store.
Man, I was scared. How did
you end up getting all the way back to the podcast?
I found a lonely family. I was wandering around and I thought I ain't never gonna see my mama again. But I wandered around. Some people took me in, let me sleep in the storeroom. They fed me, day-old bread.
That would be really a funny idea. That'd be a funny podcast stunt. We act like we lost you, but like you're actually just guest starring in other podcasts.
Trying to find my way back home.
Yeah, like where? God damn it! All right, man. Let's do a tactical pod strike. We do those sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Sam.
I'm Nate.
Welcome to another episode of the Royal We.
Hey.
What we normally do is we take headlines, we read the headlines, we don't read the articles because facts, well, they just get in the way.
They just get in the way, man.
If you want to send us headlines, and you should, you guys can do it at royalwecast@gmail.com or at royalwecast on Twitter, royalwecast on Facebook. We have an Instagram, we got a Twitch. Just if you can find, just type Royal We Cast into Google and then shoot the headline at us.
Yeah.
Put it in a cannon and fire it at us.
There's got to be some weird stuff lurking around.
Oh, there is. I found some.
In this day and age, with all the weird, the world's in a weird spot, man. We've not seen the likes of this since, I don't know.
The likes of what? Do you mean the COVID-19?
The COVID-19? We've not seen I was going to say, like, it's a world event.
Well, goddamn, it finally got here to Taiwan because some fucking pilot needed to get his dick sucked.
It did. Fucking pilots, man.
Yeah, he was I just had to, I want to go get he went to visit a prostitute, and then the prostitute spread it all around.
Yep. And now we've been ravished by it. Ravaged. Because we've not had, we've been like the model of the world to be like, look at Taiwan, look what they did.
Everyone here would wear masks all the time, and it was fine. There was no cases. But now, it's not locked down. You can leave your house if you want to, but you have to wear a mask.
Yeah.
Classes are all online, which is fucking killing me.
Yeah, you can't, if you go out without a mask, you just get fined.
Yeah, like $500.
Funny story. I think I told you to put a bookmark in this when we were trying to figure all this.
Oh, shit. Okay, yeah, what?
Well, they've implemented a thing like a tracking type of system where if you go into most places now, like supermarkets, 7-Elevens, McDonald's, like any place like that, they have either scan the QR code that documents where you were, because that way they can track, say there was a case that was in a window while you were there, they can track you down.
Oh, right.
And be like, hey, you might have been exposed.
Which is part of why we were doing such a good job, is they knew exactly where every case was coming from and who had it and where they went.
Right. And they could track it back. It was pretty impressive, actually, that they could. What's funny, though, is that people here will just do that. Can you imagine trying to do that in the States? People be like, not in my backyard. People
were saying that the masks were tracking them or the vaccine was going to put a chip in them. You're carrying a phone that tracks you fucking lunatic.
Yeah, your phone says everywhere you go. And they're like, they're going to put chips in me. They ain't putting no chips in me. Fucking give me sour cream and onion, man. I don't give a shit. Put chips in me.
But I mean, at the 7-Eleven, they're asking you to track yourself. Please help us track you. And people go, okay.
Yeah. And you either scan the thing or you fill out. Well, I didn't have because I don't have a phone system here.
I don't have a phone.
I don't have a thing.
All right, Obama.
All right, Obama, track me with your phones. But I don't have
we should just go. We should become lunatics because I mean it would. There's a lot of evidence that we've been slowly becoming lunatics. We should just embrace it.
Just do it. You ain't getting me, Obama. What's Obama? Obama's not been president in a fucking decade. What do you? What? Yeah, thanks,
Joe.
It's his own fault. Yeah, what's old Joe Blow up to now?
All right. Okay. I'm sorry. I distracted you. You're going into a 7-Eleven, but you don't have a phone, so you can't scan the tracker. You can't scan the QR thing.
I can't scan the thing. So they have a form you could fill out. Well, it's all in Chinese. So, of course, I just grab it and literally write complete gobbledygook.
What? What do you mean gobbledygook? What do you mean?
Well, what do you mean? It's all in Chinese, and there's just... but
it's just name, phone number.
But where do I put it? What field? I don't know where it goes.
First time I saw it, I went, what is this? I said it in Chinese, and then she told me name, phone number in English.
Yeah, see, I didn't bother with any of that. I just go, oh, this looks like... I'll just write... So I just chicken scratch stuff in. At one point, I realized I wasn't even writing numbers, because I don't know... I don't write a lot. anymore.
I've always been surprised by how illegible your handwriting is. You're one of the best artists I know. Your ability to draw stuff is incredible, and you write like a 3-year-old.
I write like your childhood physician. It's like it's because I'm going and my brain's like yeah. Like I don't know. That's the best way I can describe it. Like
I think also the way you speak.
I'm like yeah. I know what it is, and then it's like my email. It's like NAT blah 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 blah, and it just ends up in just complete gobbledygook. And I look at it, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know what.
So you phoned it in. You wrote nonsense on the government tracking form,
like for like a week straight.
Oh, and you kept doing it.
Oh, that like every night I would go in. It's always the same dude, and I go in there at like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. And we're like, hey, yeah, it's me. And I like one day he was like, no, because I was just putting it in the thing with all the other ones, and I knew something was up one night when he was like, no, like motioned me like, no, give that to me. With this, and he's like, yeah.
Wow.
And I'm like, you want this thing that I was like, oh no, the jig's up. Like I've been
you mother.
Like, because I was literally just, like, I even gave up trying. Like, I was just scribbling.
What were you to begin with?
Not really, because I didn't know what I was writing where. So I was like,
sure.
This was like an email from 1998, and this was like
You're going to be the worst old man, by the way.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be bad. It's going to be real bad.
It's going to be bad.
I'm going to find a woman that can keep me in line, because she'll be like, no, you said this, and I'm like, nah, I got a mind. What the thing is, I've got a really good memory. I just don't give a shit. So, like, it's going to go. I'm like, nah. I know what I'm doing. They're like, no, you can't just write gobbledygook. But they called on, and they like looked through them.
It was funny they knew it was you.
Yeah, they knew for a fact, like, that's the only white dude that comes in here at 2 o'clock in the morning. And it's in that window, we get that one thing that's just gobbledygook. It's just nonsense.
They must have thought you were a fucking handicapped, man.
What's funny is I pulled it off for a while, just like, oh, I know the drill. And they're like, oh, he's filling out the Chinese thing. He knows. And I'm just like, see, I can't even whistle. I was trying to whistle my way.
He can't even do that.
I can't even do it. Wait a minute, he can't even whistle. Wait a minute. And the guy's like, let me see it. And he looks, and the first night he kind of looks at it, and I could tell like he didn't have time for it because he's just in there by himself. And like around that time was when all the fucking
I ain't got time for the shit.
Yeah, the shipment has come in, and he's like, I got to put out all these fucking hot dogs.
Fucking white guys in there writing nonsense.
But like the next night or the night after that, he has me give it to him again, and then he looks at it and he just points to a random square, and he goes, phone number. And I went, no. And there was this long pause, and he went, phone number? I went, no. I went, email. And he goes, oh. And then he points to another square and goes, phone number. And he taps it real hard. I went, oh. And that was the end of the conversation for that night. I was like,
why is this happening? Why is this unfolding over multiple evenings?
It's like, I think like he didn't. I think someone was telling him, like, man, you got to have everybody fill these things out right. Like somebody's coming in and not filling them out. You got to check them and make sure they're putting their phone number where the phone number is. And I'm causing this guy grief, but he can't speak anything. And I don't speak Chinese, so he's like, I know it's this motherfucker.
Sure, but
I don't know how to get in, and I can't like drill like how much. And so I think that was progress for the night. He was like, phone number, and I'm like, no, email, and he went, oh no, and he points to another spot and went, phone number. So I was like, oh, phone number. So the next time I came in, I wrote my phone number in the place where he said phone number, and then he looks at it again and goes, phone number, and he taps it, and he gives me a thumbs up, like, you got it. But then he taps where I've been putting a random email that's not even a real email.
Why?
Oh, fuck him, that's why.
Fucking Big China could listen to this man.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know what's happening, man. Let me bombed out of existence any minute. They get my email. But anyway, he taps that and he was apparently that's where I'm supposed to put my name. And he taps that, and I was like, okay. So I figured it out. But then what's funny is after doing this for like a week, I swear to God, dude, right beside it, like 2 inches to the left, is a whole stack of the same goddamn forms in English.
Oh my God, Nate.
And the reason he didn't just go, hey man, why don't you fill this out in English? Like, he must think I'm like Dutch or something.
But he's speaking to you in English.
Like as much English as I can speak Chinese.
Yeah,
so it was like,
oh, so he thinks maybe your English is just as bad as your Chinese?
yeah. Anyway, that was my story for that.
Now, do you write your name?
Yeah, I mean it's chicken scratchy.
But you're writing Nathan Carter.
Yeah.
Okay.
More or less. Listen, they started the game, man. They want to play it. Let's play ball.
No.
You want to know who I am? Let's come on. You ask, I tell.
You gotta work for it, big government.
We're gonna figure it out together.
You ain't never gonna find me.
And the thing is, I live like 300 feet from that fucking 7. Like,
yeah, when I was at your place the other day, we found your house because of that 7. We saw it. I was like, oh shit, I remember that 7.
It's like, it's right there, yeah.
I got so close to putting that cord in the wrong mailbox, man. Because that yellow building, like 2 doors from yours, it's the same number 10. I was like, I think it's this. I couldn't remember because I've only been to your place one time.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, let's get to some goddamn news.
Let's get into some grease, man. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. It's been a minute.
Now, this is season 7. I don't know if you heard last ep.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you guys jumped. We're in the new season.
Let me propose this to you.
Okay.
What if we did but one drawer an episode?
Ooh.
Should we?
I mean, if the drawers, if we've been blessed with drawers thus plentiful, then I'm down for it.
I could probably make that. Make that happen for at least 4 or 5 episodes. I mean,
why not?
All right,
let's do it. Instead of jumping around, we'll pick one, and we'll just go deep, and then we'll rummage to the bottom of the drawer.
Well, all those words you just said are really applicable because let's do Sex Goo.
Oh.
Let's go deep and rummage to the bottom.
Yeah, sticky to the elbows. Sex Goo.
I've been saying it for weeks. I've been saying it for months. We need to sing more on the podcast.
Okay.
So let's remember that. Just, I don't know. Do you remember there was a couple episodes you tried to sum it up in song?
Yeah.
Let's try to do that this episode.
Okay. We've got to keep it in our minds.
All right. We're going to forget. Sex Goo. We got a lot of stuff here. Okay. I got a couple things I want to do callbacks to.
Okay.
It's been a while since we've recorded the grease.
Yeah, callback Goo.
Do you remember back in February we talked about that couple that chained themselves together?
Yes.
Now I wanted to because we read the article when it just happened. It was like for Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
They chained themselves together like wrist to wrist. No link. No slack.
Of chain. Yeah, no slack to like go burr. Ooh, had a big hiccup.
So I actually didn't find an update about them.
Uh-oh.
So I thought, what? Yeah, exactly. So I went looking for one and couldn't find anything.
What? They did.
They said they were going to change themselves together for 3 months. And we found the day they did it, there was a news article about it, about they had like to drive home. And it was like, do we go to the boy bathroom, the girl bathroom? And there has been nothing else about it.
Oh, see, that's kind of wild.
And it's 3 months. It's been 3 months.
Yeah, if you'd expect even after, 3 months is a good time to follow up on that story.
Someone would,
unless you're like a journalist and you follow up and they're like, oh, well, that didn't last. Like 2 days later, they were like, fuck this.
Yeah, I was expecting an article about like, hey, we checked in on them. It's been 2 months or it's been a week. Or it's been, I did nothing. I couldn't find nothing.
Whoa.
And I looked the way,
Right, as one would.
I didn't like scour, but I looked.
Sure.
So those of you out there, if you want to look, if you could send it to us, I couldn't find nothing.
if you want to scour.
If you get into scouring mood.
Get into a scoured mood. See what happened to these lovebirds chain themselves together because they thought that was a good idea.
I did no way that it went well.
Young in love. Yeah.
I like my girlfriend, but
that's good. I like her.
She's all right. But like, if I had to be chained to her wrist,
nah,
I don't know that I could even last a day.
I wouldn't want to be chained to anybody. Let alone my girlfriend. Why did I? That came out weirdly Russian. Like girlfriend.
My
Whatever.
girlfriend.
Chained to my goiter.
So another callback here. Do you remember that bodybuilder who was buying sex dolls? He married a sex doll or something.
Yep, and he kept breaking them, right?
He kept first of all he broke them. Then he's this guy is a hot topic, man. People keep writing articles about him. He bought another sex doll.
Oh,
so now he's in a thruple.
A thruple. That can't be what that's called.
I don't know. But now he says that his two partners have fallen in love. The sex dolls love each other.
No, you've fallen into a delusion, my bulked out man. He's no. God, you've made all that up. You've made. Sorry.
Is he big enough that people just don't want to tell him otherwise?
It might be. That's got to be it. Just being like, let him, like, you want to argue with the guy? You argue with that big motherfucker. Look at him. Look how red he is. He's swole and red.
And tan. He's been rubbing that bronzer on him. All the sex dolls have fucking paw prints from the bronzer.
He keeps busting the sex dolls. Yeah, because my brain flipped. Because for a second I like rationalized it like a human being. I was like, oh man, and then my brain was like, oh, the sex dolls didn't fall in love with each other. That's a figment of his. That's part of his fantasy that he's created. Which good for him. Fine, that's fine.
I don't understand why we're hearing about it. That's the thing I always come back to.
It's not news.
Because why is he telling people?
It's not news. Exactly. Dude, if I had a bunch of sex dolls and they all had their like inner workings and like things going on,
who's to say you don't?
Exactly, because I ain't telling.
You're not even telling your real email.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not telling. You think they're going to find out? Yeah, there's no way.
There was a weird pause there. You think they're going to find? No, they'll never find out.
No, I had to double check.
No. Still locked.
All my sex dolls are locked. Yeah, my sex dolls are all locked now.
Dude, I came across the other day walking around Taipei. I saw a fucking ad, a poster for a sex doll. Like, we sell them here. And I was like, who's coming? Who's going to be like walking oh shit, they sell them here.
Yeah.
Impulse buy.
And yeah, how do you get it home? Yeah. I mean, that's a human-sized box.
And it's as heavy as a human. Does it have a metal frame inside?
The good ones. Yeah, but if you're... Oh, man. I had a thought just a second ago and it left me.
Oh, shit. I totally derailed it.
No, it's fine. It was something to do with sex dolls.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah. Oh, no, it was that. We're talking about not saying it, but can you imagine how comfortable you would have to be with somebody? Like, me and you, like, I consider you one of my best friends, but you imagine how comfortable I have to be for me to be like, yeah, dude, I have like 8 or 9 sex dolls, and I have like a whole, there's like a whole thing.
I don't know. You and I are both pretty sex positive.
Yeah, true. I guess if I did, like you'd be if I would tell you.
I mean, I told you I fucked a teddy bear. That feels more shameful than fucking a sex doll.
Yeah,
but I mean, I don't really have any shame about it. But it's a funny thing to say. But I was like 12. I mean, I'm a fucking whore. You know what's so funny, man? Yeah. That's the horniest you will ever be in your life, and that's also the dumbest you'll ever be.
Exactly. You do some. It's the weird combination of like I'm crazy horny, and I don't know really what to do with it.
You don't even understand what it means. You're like, what is this?
Yeah, it's just like I don't know what's happening. So your brain's just rubbing on that.
I used to have dreams that I was like doing the waltz, like a really close waltz dance with Miss Piggy.
Here we go.
Like we're like grinding. Here we go. Finally, you have a big pad and you underline Miss Piggy 3 times. Okay, I'm gonna lump 2 of them together.
Okay.
We don't normally do that.
Some lumping.
Okay, so I'm gonna do some headline lumping because we haven't even done any headlines yet, but I'm gonna put them 2 together. We're gonna bang them out.
Lump.
Home inspector caught on camera pleasuring himself with Elmo doll. Which already, that by itself is fucking ridiculous. But this is a separate headline that has nothing to do with that first guy, but this you'll see the connection. At this company, you're allowed to masturbate for 30 minutes a day during working hours.
30 minutes? All right.
That's the takeaway. 30 minutes.
I mean, that's like a lunch break.
Yeah, I mean, do you think specifically that's like a masturbation? I can't imagine they're giving you specifically a masturbation break. They're giving you a break, and they.
But if not, then why even specify it? You just call it a break. And then if you masturbate on it, that's your own business. They're specifically being like, no, you can masturbate on this break.
I imagine
up to half an hour.
I think because in that guy, the home inspector situation, because we've doubled him up. In the home inspector situation, he's going through people's houses, fucking their children's toys.
Yeah.
Right. So to maybe to curb that kind of behavior.
Is that what you do? You lean into it that way? Be like, all right, man, we see you got a problem. So you get to jerk off a half an hour every day so you don't jack off on kids' toys.
Yeah, I think you just fire that guy.
Yeah, you just get rid of that dude. That's a bad seed.
But speaking of bad seed.
Yeah.
But why? Why? You're right. Because they're giving you a break, but the headline makes it seem like it's specifically a masturbatory break.
Yeah, it's making it be like you get, because they're saying 20 or half an hour.
Yeah, why? I wonder. I mean, I can understand the benefits, stress reduction and all that stuff, but why would you encourage your employees to do that? I wonder.
It doesn't say what kind of business it is either. Maybe
they work at this company. Yeah, he's not a home inspector.
No, maybe they work at the sex doll in the thing. And
I was thinking that maybe it's like in Korea. Porn is illegal in Korea, and one of the ways they make sure they ban it all is there's people who work at the government who watch all the porn, so you don't have to.
Exactly, with them cushy government jobs.
But can you imagine if you're the thing is, imagine like any sort of censorship job, a lot of it's probably not the kind of fun stuff you want to watch.
Yeah.
I've heard stories of people who like censor stuff for Facebook, and it's an awful job where you see terrible stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's got to be worse jobs.
Yeah. I mean, I've always imagined like underwater welder.
I was going to say working with any sort of sewage.
Yeah.
That'd be bad. I would take censoring crazy fucking amateur vids.
How about homicide cleanup?
That's a bit much. I've watched a bit of that, and that's a bit that because you know me, I've got a good tolerance for like, oh shit, that guy just died. But there's a bit when it comes to that, it's just kind of like, because it's that lonely aftermath of like, oh god,
apparently pays awesome.
Oh, it would have to.
But I imagine though, I wonder how much. I mean, I guess you're dealing with dead bodies, but when it's just like brain matter and tissue and stuff, I imagine it's like, I don't know.
That's probably, if it's just that, are you saying that that's easier to get around than
a dead body on the, yeah.
Then, yeah.
But I'm sure you're still dealing with a lot of that stuff. You're digging people out, you're fishing people out of pools and stuff like that. And
yeah, it's got to take something away. It's got to take a little bit of the light out of your life. Like a little bit of your spark is gone.
What's worse than that?
Probably, I guess, doing it.
Doing what?
Being a murderer.
Oh, no, man, you're driven to that.
Yeah, but you don't think that there's some people that murder and then they still just feel that there's got to be that darkness.
I bet you.
Boy, this took a great turn.
This did take a turn. Technical difficulties followed by introspection. Well, look. Well, I'm thinking. I bet you it's like this because like I have a problem with binge eating. I'll fucking go crazy on food. And I've been really trying to get in shape. So like sometimes I can't fucking help it. I'll just like order $500 worth of, 500 is like $15 in time.
$15, $16,
$60 at McDonald's and just fucking regret it. And I eat it like, I don't even want it. And then I'm like, God damn it. I bet you maybe it's like that. People are just like addicted to the fucking killing.
It absolutely is.
They're strangling some prostitutes and they're like, God damn it, I killed another one.
Yeah, but instead of being like, man, I can't get enough of this fucking double butter popcorn, they're like, I just keep twisting the heads off of virgins. I don't know what's coming over me.
And I'm ashamed.
And I feel bad about it. But I mean, YOLO.
That's a thing. I mean, that is a thing because like you can't ask people for help. I keep killing. You're going to go to jail.
Yeah. Exactly. There's a lot of things you can't ask for help for because they'll just be like, oh, fuck that guy. Lock him up.
Like what? There's a lot? Like what?
I mean, I ain't saying. You went through my... There's one thing Mama taught me. It's that you want to be on the top of the bus.
Yeah, that's true, man. Like if you try to get... What? If you
throw yourself under the bus. And...
Yeah. Yeah, you go to get help with your meth addiction, they're going to take the meth away.
Yeah. Same way with murder. And I guess it's like anything. You want to quit drinking or smoking. Like you got to want help. You got to be like, listen, I know what I've been doing is wrong.
I know the heads belong on those women, and I see that now.
I know that. I see it now. I should have spent more time playing catch with you instead of training my body and mind to kill you in a machete fight.
I feel like we're glossing over the fact that guy was fucking an Elmo doll.
We are a little bit.
We mentioned it and they just walked away.
Yeah, and in another person's home.
Yeah, he's inspecting homes and he's like, "Oh, what am I gonna rub on my dick today?"
That right there means like that's unhinged. That means you can't control yourself. Whatever he's up to. See, and that's a guy who'd be like, "Man, listen, I know I need help. I just saw that Elmo doll and I couldn't listen. I know it was wrong.
It's got to be because I could see myself like stealing. Like if somebody had some boiled eggs in their fridge, I'd be like, "Oh, I don't know why I'm looking in their fridge." But if I probably would. I'd look in their fridge.
What's gotten good going? I would too, dude. I would totally steal food out of somebody's refrigerator if I was.
You know, I don't know. Like, I don't know if I would take anything good necessarily, but like if you got a bunch of slices of cheese, I'd probably grab a slice, maybe a beer or something.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd take a beer, but I mean, like, I don't know. If I thought I could get away with it, like, you know, like a Hostess cupcake or something on the counter, I'd snack that.
See, but that's the thing is nowadays you have to assume you're always on camera.
That's true. And I say that I would do it, but I wouldn't.
Probably. Yeah.
Right? I mean, I would if it was like my buddy's house or like, cause I know if I took one of your fucking Hostess cakes, you're not going to call the cops. You're gonna be like, come on, man, what the fuck? It might not even be that.
That was my Hostess.
Yeah. You might not even be upset. You're like, all right, man.
Yeah, all right.
But like, why are you going into shit? People are so bonkers. You know what? Stealing people's Hostess cakes is bad enough. Like that's already like, what are you fucking doing, man?
Yeah, that's already like, hey, if you don't know the person, like you said, yeah, if you took a Hostess, I wouldn't even call it stealing a Hostess cake. Just be like, you ate one of my Hostess cakes. You'd be like, all right, man, that's fine.
Yeah.
We know each other that way. But if you went to a stranger's house and ate a Hostess cake.
And then jerked off inside their shoes.
Yeah, I was saying, just the Hostess cake is weird enough. But you're like, you don't know these people. And then you're like, you know, well, I already ate the Hostess cake. Yeah.
Come here, Elmo.
Come here, Elmo.
That's fucked up, man.
Listen, Elmo never thought he'd be a cum sock.
All right, have we done enough goddamn headlines?
Yeah, we're out of here. Let's get out of here.
I'm gonna bring you back to the fucking store.
No.
Oh, please. Do we want to do, okay, you're allowed to masturbate for 30 minutes. That's kind of interesting.
Oh, that's right. We do this.
Oh, shit. What's this again? There's the thruple, the bodybuilder who's got, but that's a headline.
Oh, yeah. We barely brushed on that.
No, we talked a lot about it.
Did we? Okay.
I think.
The thruple. That's a great word.
And then there was the Elmo doll. We really only did 3.
Yeah.
So there's the Elmo doll, home inspector. I want to know about the company you're allowed to jerk off because, like, I have a lot of questions about why.
I'm with you.
All right,
like because they seem like just on the level. Like if you picture like Obama, like saying like,
okay,
here's what you do every once a day for 30 minutes. You're allowed to jerk off. You're whatever. Obama.
When you said, but I said you're allowed to masturbate for 30 minutes, and then you said I picture Obama. I was like, well, jerking off? What?
Oh. No.
That's how No.
That's beside the point.
Don't we all? Okay, let's play the card. At this company, you're allowed to masturbate for 30 minutes a day during work hours. What would you do if you got an email from your boss encouraging you to masturbate every day for 30 minutes during your hours?
I don't like how this is written.
Employees of Swedish Erica Lust, director of female-friendly porn films. It's a reality. Oh, you were right. You were right.
Yep.
Lust firmly believes in the benefits of masturbation and wants to break the stigma around it with her stunt. She also encourages other companies to give their employees such a masturbation moment. May is International Masturbation Month. Okay.
Okay. Throw that in there. And who says?
Yeah, I've never understood who's making those months.
Every time I look at my fucking phone, man, every couple days is some nonsense day. National Hot Dog Bun Day. Not even hot dog, the whole hot dog, just the bun.
Here we go. May is International what month? Let's look it up. May monthly observations. Here we go. May is American Cheese Month, Better Speech and Language Month, Celiac Disease, Correct Your Posture Month, National Wildfire Month, Date Your Mate Month.
What's that mean?
Hamburger Month, Get Caught Reading Month.
Get caught reading.
Yeah, I don't know.
Fuck you. I want to know more about the circumstances where that's a thing you want to avoid.
Oh, you got me.
Busted.
Mein Kampf.
At least give it a point system or something. It's so stupid.
Okay, this gets even weirder, man. So they have like masturbation booths at their company, and they can't. It's not. Exactly, but also they are recording the audio of you in there.
What?
And they release it on their Twitter.
To what end?
To build promotion or advertising for them.
For their nonsensical thing.
It's a Swedish porn company.
Dude, you know that there's somebody that goes in there and is like really quiet.
Yeah, I don't make any noise when I'm jerking off.
Dude, I could jack off in church and nobody'd know. Like it'd be dead silent.
I mean, yeah, I mean there'd be visual clues. There probably. I mean, there are
slight shuddering.
Yeah, there's a shuffle. There's a shoulder action. I mean, you hear stories about women who could like cross their legs a certain way and stimulate themselves.
Yeah.
Or like just the thought.
Well, there's dudes that can do that too. There's dudes that can just sit there and think hard enough and just get off.
No. How?
Yeah.
Teach me.
Yeah, teach me too. It takes me a goddamn fucking 40 minutes.
Oh, you don't have enough time. You don't have enough time. You only get 30 at this place, man.
I know. I'm just going to pass that off and like, give me extra lunch.
But they're going to record you going like, Miss Piggy.
Yeah. Oh, Tito. Oh.
Yeah, no thanks. Pass.
Yeah. All right, Sweden.
All right. Okay, Sweden.
Just when you think Sweden, I mean, all right. No, that's fine. That's not the weirdest thing in the countries.
No, yeah. That's been another episode of the Royal We.
Yeah.
More or less.
Yeah.
Just under the wire. If you guys want to send us headlines, and you should, you guys can do that at Royal WeCast on Twitter, royalwecast@gmail. Do you check the Twitter?
Yeah, I check the Twitter.
Oh, so the problem that we always have is we go huge times between us recording the podcast and people giving us stuff for the podcast. And you and I aren't people with relevant or actual systems of organization.
Yeah,
especially me. I think it's funny to name things nonsense as a joke. I got myself shit's unorganized.
Yeah. And I'm like, wait, today's Monday?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, you shoot to us on Facebook. We'll maybe use them. I mean, like to, but who knows?
I check the Twitter. Usually the social media nonsense that goes out is me checking it.
That makes sense.
Once a week.
I also started doing. I got my own Instagram going, doing pixel art. I'm over at. It's like Sam Wise with a 6 instead of a S, so it's like 6 a.m. Wise.
Like you're saying the letter 6, but then it flows into Sam. It's nice. I like
6
it.
6 a.m. Wise. Someone came into my stream and was like, "Why is it at 5 a.m.? 5 looks like an S." And I'm like, "Shut up."
Because it doesn't work verbally.
Yeah.
You moron.
The next question.
You fucking idiot. Thanks for the support. You fucking douche.
I just get really angry.
Yeah, no, but it is cool, man. If you guys are into it, he does some rad stuff. Pixel art wise, it's cool.
I've been meaning to draw you. You gotta send me an updated picture. I haven't seen your Facebook pictures are all pretty old.
Yeah.
Well,
I got a big fucking samurai haircut now, man. I've got that.
Oh, did you?
I've got that classic expat. Like, you've been here too long. You just let your hair grow for 2 years and big.
I mean, I don't know if that's everyone's situation, man.
Well, each their own.
All right, let's get on out of here then.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
All right, good night, Dad.
Good night, man.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, fuck him, that's why.